Yes, people. This is a bit of a whimsical post or video because I just had the idea and then I thought let's make a video on it. So I think what I want to talk about today is what really matters. Right, that's very generic, but just you'll get where I'm going. It's just more of a progressive talk through here. There isn't really any structure behind this video whatsoever. Just go with the flow, guys. So basically, I had this thought that what actually matters, what matters in your life and why does it matter, what doesn't matter, etc, etc. And I was thinking about it, and it's like I've always heard from people who are far far more successful than me that you know when you finish school you probably won't ever see these people again. Like the likelihood is that you probably won't ever see these people again, depending on some situations, but on the whole, you won't see 95% of the people that you saw when you were in school. So for me, I finished school back in May, June, July, whenever it was, whenever I finished A levels. And I can say this like confidently, I haven't spoken to 95% of the people that I went to school with. Maybe I've spoken to a few because they go to the same gym as me, or like I've reached out to them for a certain reason, or they've reached out to me for a certain reason. But like other than that, haven't spoken to anyone, right? And I'll get to the point that I'm trying to make here is when I was younger, and I'm talking around sort of year 9, 10. uh, I really liked reselling, and I had a little Instagram page going, and I was actually doing all right for myself. Like, as someone who's quite young, like I was doing all right. I was doing high four figs, almost like low five figures. So I think I made about like 10 to 12K from reselling in my time when I was younger. And I did a lot of it on the down low for like quite a bit. And then I started the Instagram page, and that's when people started like seeing that I was doing it. And the whole reason I started the Instagram page was to get more sales, to build a brand, and to do whatever. But as soon as it sort of got out that that's what I was doing, I just got rinsed. Like I just got so rinsed. Even people in my friend group taking a piss out of me like every day. People who weren't in my friend group, like, just little like comments, remarks here and there, and it really just made me feel like shit. I just felt like shit because if it unmotivated me to do the work because I was scared to receive judgment from these people. And so I stopped. Short story, started it, did well, tried to make it better, stopped because I cared too much about what other people had to say. And really did like impact my confidence in terms of starting something new again. And I don't really think I ever did start something new properly again since then. Really, since like year 9, year 10, I never really started anything properly and properly like went public with it and like just put it out and about that that's what I was doing until about until year 12, like until year 12. So it took me 3 to 4 years to get over this. This is it, right? You probably care, and I'm just saying you as the person who's watching, you probably, and I'm only saying this because this is generalized and this is what I experience and this is what I notice about a lot of people in our generation or my generation is that you probably care way too much, like way too much about what other people have to think or have to say about your life. That doesn't matter. Like, I'm not talking about certain like you're trying to make money or anything like it can be anything. Maybe you do gymnastics and you're a boy and everyone's like you gay, like just shut the fuck up, like just shut up. Or like it could be anything. You probably care way too much about other people's opinions. And when you actually, because I did this in like year 11, end of year 11, start of year 12, I was sort of getting into trading, and I was scared to sort of make it public because I was like, I don't want to seem like I'm shit at trading. Like, I want to go ghost and suddenly pop up with lots of money. And I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to show, like, that I was your normal guy trying to start trading and make a better life for himself. And I was just shitting myself, absolutely shitting myself. I was like, I don't. And at this point, I didn't really have many friends. And I was going through a bit of a lonely period, but I was shitting myself. I didn't want people to take a piss out of me because then that would just make me feel like shit, more shit than I already felt because I had no mates and I was doing nothing. Um, and so I wrote down on a piece of paper, one, who I thought would take the piss out of me, and then two, what I think they would say. And I'm not joking you, I sat there for over an hour just writing down names and then writing down what people said. And then I asked myself this question. And this was a game changer for me. This question was a game changer for me. And this question was, what is the likelihood that I will ever speak to these people when I leave school? And I thought real hard. Like I thought really, really, really hard. And I did all the maths and I did all like this thinking. And I was like, it's probably incredibly low. Like incredibly, incredibly low. And lo and behold, what I thought has come to fruition. Like, I don't speak to literally anyone. But if I see people at the gym, I don't speak to anyone that went to my school. And so the point of this video is, is like, if you want to do something or you're doing something and someone has something to say, don't care about what they say because they don't matter. Hate to say it, but most people in your friend group don't really want to see you succeed at school. Like, I don't know if that's just like something that only happened to me, and if it is, then okay. But if it isn't, then this is the point that I want to make: is that people that are doing the least normally have the most to say. They normally have the most to say because they're not doing anything. Anything. You will never, 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 and I have never encountered this, someone who is in a better position than you shitting on you for trying to make your life better. They will never do it. In fact, they actively support you because they want to see you do it because they have done it themselves. Right? And I can give you so many examples, like so many examples of times when people have shitted on me, literally rinsed me, made me feel like shit, right? And I thought that, and it's like, what did they ever do? What have they ever done? Nothing. They've done nothing. Why? Because the people that do the least have the most to say. And they have the most to say because they don't want you to make your life better because it shows them what they should or could be doing, but they aren't. So they're insecure about the fact that you're trying to make your life better in some sort of way, or you're doing something that makes you happy, and they don't want to see that because they don't think they can do it. And so it makes them feel good in the knowledge that you're not doing it too, right? Don't let don't let yourself be me. Don't let yourself be me when I was in year 10 and drop everything that you did just because X, Y, and Z person said something about something about something. Doesn't it doesn't matter. Like they don't matter. It doesn't matter. Do whatever you want. Like do whatever you want. Like you can see how passionate I'm about this because this was such a block for me. This was such a block in my life. It was such a big hurdle I had to come over because I thought that if people didn't like me, then I would have no friends. And I was so insecure about not having any friends and not being liked that I just tried to conform and I did anything I could to felt like I was liked. And I'm telling you, it's not worth it. I was in a terrible place, like terrible, terrible place, because I tried to conform to other people's wants and needs. And that just led me to not actually do what I wanted to do. And so if you take any message out of this video, I don't know how long this is going to be. We're at 10 minutes now and it could be a 15 to 20-minute video. But if you take anything from this video, let it be this. Please, like, please listen to me. Do what you want because you want to do it. Don't listen to what other people have to say because normally they're not trying to do anything. Don't listen to what other people have to say because they don't matter. And don't listen to what other people have to say because you will probably never speak to them after you finish school. If you want your life to look good in the way that you want it, let's say you want to be a millionaire and live in Thailand, not even in the country, so you're not even going to see them, let alone speak to them. Like, get this in your head, guys. Like, get this in your head. If you have aspirations and you have goals and you have ambitions and you're on the path to doing it and you're on the path to get it and you're getting after it, I almost guarantee it that you'll never speak to these people or see these people ever again. So if these people are giving you chirps because they gave it to me, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them because they don't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, that's the point that I want to make this video about, is what these people have to say doesn't matter. That was big. Let's retract. Let's retract an overview. So, I wanted, when I was younger, to run a big reselling business. And it's funny how it works, how life works, how your wants and needs and your desires and your actions all come together to create something for yourself. Because now, funny enough, I work in a big reselling business. I don't own it, I work, and I'm integral to the uprunning of this business. This business will not get bigger if I am not in this company. King's Cleans will not grow if I do not work. I'm an integral part to this business, and it is something that I always wanted. And I wanted it for myself. I wanted to own it, but I was too scared to do it myself. Now, I think back to when I was in year 9 or year 10, and if I just kept on reselling, I could have grown a huge business. But I didn't, because I was a pussy. I was a pussy because I cared too much about what other people had to think and had to say about my own life. And I never said anything back to them. I never critiqued their life. They only ever critiqued mine. And I didn't deserve it. But it's not about me deserving it or not deserving it, because it will happen regardless. Someone will always have something to say, regardless. Doesn't like that. Can't argue with. Someone always have something to say. Whether they say it to your face or not, they will always have something to say. Why? Because the people that do the least often have the most to say. And because they're doing the least, they can fill their time with stuff that doesn't matter. Like people gossiping. Gossiping is the most inconsequential thing. Oh, did you hear so and so broke up with their boyfriend? Oh, I heard so and so cheated. Oh, like, bro, I don't care. Why do you care? It's not your life. Like, why do you care? Like, you're engrossing yourself in someone else's life because you haven't filled your own time in your own life with productive things. I'm telling you, as soon as you start filling your time with productive things that help you automatically don't give a shit about what anything else happens about anyone else's lives unless it's your family or your friends, like actual friends, like close friends. Because you don't have time to worry or even think or talk about someone else's life because you've got more important stuff going on. But the people that are doing the least because they don't have any important stuff going on have the most to say. Damn. Like it's really that simple. Don't give a shit about what anyone has to say or what anyone has to think about what you want to do in your life because they don't matter. And I guarantee you that you probably won't speak to them or see them in 5 years' time, let alone 2 years' time. And so I know there are people out there like this because I know people that are like this. I used to be one of them and I can see it in people. I can see it in people. I've spoken to people and that's what they have said to me. They're like, I'm scared to do this. I'm scared to do that. And I'm like, why? And they're like, because I don't want people to take the piss out of me. So, and I say to them, do you know how stupid you sound? And the only reason I can say this is because that was me. If this never happened to me, I don't think I have the right to say it, but I do because it did happen to me. And I say, do you know how retarded you sound? You sound like the biggest pussy of all time. Like, put it in this context. You leave school, you don't go to university, and you start a full time job. 9 to 5, 5 days a week. That's already that time block out of your week that you're guaranteed to not see people that you went to school with. unless obviously you're working with people that you went to school with, but like that's the exception. And so if you fill your time with meaningful stuff and not just fucking doom scroll on TikTok or Instagram Reels or whatever, and actually use your time productively, I almost guarantee you that you will never speak or see these people ever again after you finish school. So therefore, they don't matter. End of. YouTube video over. Thank you for watching. Drop a comment if you have something that you would like to discuss, or if you relate to this in any sort of way. Um, Definitely drop a subscription. Definitely like drop a sub if you enjoy this kind of content. Check out my other videos. I do videos like this kind of stuff, just me talking to the camera in my bedroom or at work about things that have happened to me and how other people could learn from what's happened to me. I talk about goals, talk about economics, macroeconomics, geopolitics, politics, um, trading, investing. There's lots more videos to come, and I'm very excited for 2026 and what I can really produce in terms of value in the video. Not necessarily the camera quality or the audio quality, because I don't particularly care about that too much at the minute. It's more just about the value that I bring. And I want people to understand that you can do whatever the fuck you want in your life. You can do whatever you want. Like literally anything you can think of, you can do. Literally. If you had the thought, it's probably possible. But it certainly isn't possible if you care too much about what other people have to say. And so with that, goodbye guys. Thank you for watching, especially if you got to the end. I know it's, you have to have a sort of a decent attention span to watch someone just talk to a camera for 15 to 20 minutes, and there isn't any visual aid going on. Um, but yeah, no, I appreciate all the support that I've been getting recently, and a lot more people are reaching out to me now and saying like this is what's happened to me, etc. And it's really good, and I'm really happy, and it's exactly what I wanted to happen. I just want to keep providing value for you guys, and yeah. So have a good rest of your week. Have a good rest of your month. January is obviously an important month for a lot of people, and so yeah, go and smash your goals if you got any. But peace.